What's up, nerds, and welcome to another noisy news week for the week of February 20th, 2021. Here's where I fill you in on some notable news posted to noisypixel.net this past week. Before I get into the news, I'd just like to say that I'm currently playing Natsuki Chronicles on PC. The game came out on Xbox, I believe, at some point, but now it's on PS4 and PC, so we'll be taking a look at that and reviewing it soon. Also, I am currently reading Strawberry Fields Once Again. It's a Yuri novel. What do you expect? What do you expect from me? Anyway, let me know what you're doing in the comments below. Now, onto the news. We have a lot of news from the Nintendo Direct, and I'm not going to go through all of it. You probably know what you know. And if that's the case, I'll just go through what I thought were like the big announcements, the highlights, the headlines, as it were. Let's take this walk together. Right out the gate, Nintendo decided to announce that Pyra and Mythra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will be joining the cast of Super Smash Bros. Oh, sorry. Who cares? God, just give up already with Super Smash. I'm so sick of this game. And all you guys will be like, oh, Smash is a good game. I get it. It's a good game. But you guys are pigeonholing Sakurai to death. Dude's gonna be 90 years old making Smash Brothers and fulfilling your sick fan fantasies about different characters from different games fighting each other. You know what? I'm just salty. Let me just get this out of the way. There was no Metroid announcement. And at this point, I don't even want a Metroid announcement. I don't even want Bayonetta 3. I don't know what I want, as most gamers. But at least I can admit it. So let's go back to the news. Koei Tecmo announced that Omega Force will be developing Samurai Warriors 5 for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. I'm surprised there's no PS5 or Xbox Series X announcement, given that a Musou game on more powerful hardware then we can really have 1,000 enemies on screen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it has like a cel-shaded look. We don't know much about this, but they're going to be coming out with development updates, but it is coming, and that's awesome. This is one of the better Warriors spin-offs. The publisher also announced that Team Ninja will release the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection on PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on June 10th. That's really exciting because it has a release date. I'm just glad I didn't have to wait another 10 years for a Ninja Gaiden game. Regardless if it's a re-release, I don't care. Just something, you know? It was enough. It was enough. Good job, Team Ninja. Maybe support Dead or Alive a little better. Then we can get the ball rolling on other things that you should be doing. That I think you should be doing, at least. But I digress. Square Enix decided to announce that Legend of Mana will release on PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC on June 24th. The greatest Mana game of all time is coming. There are times in my life where I just beg people to give me a reason to play this game, and I lose days in it. I love it. I love the non-linearity of it. I love the characters, the art, the stories. Oh my god, the art looks so good, you guys. Go look at those pre-rendered backgrounds and compare them to Final Fantasy VII Remastered backgrounds, and you can tell they put some work. Maybe Brownies, the Egglia developers, they're all the same team, but maybe they had those assets lying around and they just blew them up. Oh, looks perfect. Really excited about this. Let's get more into the news. Suda51 and Grasshopper Manufacturer announced that No More Heroes 3 will launch on Nintendo Switch on August 27th. I believe this is a Switch exclusive. I may be wrong. I don't know. But looks cool. It very much resembles a No More Heroes game because you do the odd jobs and stuff. So I'm kind of excited to see how they take advantage of Switch hardware. If they do, we'll see. Nintendo made a really cool announcement that they will be publishing the Square Enix and ArcDink developed RPG Project Triangle Strategy. The game is in development for Nintendo Switch and coming in 2022. There is currently a demo available on the eShop. We have an impressions piece by me on the site, and I compare it to the Final Fantasy Tactics systems that it's trying to replicate in its HD 2D systems and appeal, and goddamn, it looks great. So please check this out. Square Enix also announced that Saga Frontier Remaster will be coming to PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC, as well as mobile devices on April 15th. Honestly, guys, I feel like Square is just making 2021 like Azario's year. You have both of my favorite Square Enix games of all times, Saga Frontier, Legend of Mana, and they're both coming. And you know, people are gonna jump on this train and stuff and be like, oh, look at these games, Saga. Ain't nobody talking about Saga except for me. Maybe one or two of you, but I'm probably the only one. So I believe that Square is doing this all for me. And thank you, Square. That's really nice. So moving on. Nintendo also announced this crazy thing that they're releasing called the Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Hair, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind. This game is coming out on May 14th on the eShop, but it is from 1988, and the Famicom Detective Club is just a really cool name, so I'm gonna buy it for that reason alone. It is an adventure mystery kind of visual novel. This is awesome. Come on, Nintendo doing adventure games and kind of telling other first-party developers, hey guys, adventure visual novels are cool now. You won't get beat up for it anymore. Both games look great. I'm excited to play both of them, and I'm excited to get that sense of history because the games never came out in the West. Nintendo also announced that The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD will launch on Nintendo Switch on July 16th. This is a part of their 35th Zelda anniversary, it's looking like, or one part of it. It's Zelda. We played it on the Wii. You can now control the sword with the thumbstick, or you can use the Joy-Con to wave your sword. Ha! Ha! I don't really like this one, so probably reserve my thoughts on it. Izanagi Games announced that the Tukio Games developed Puzzle Adventure World's End Club will launch on Nintendo Switch on May 28th. There will be a physical release handled by publisher NIS America. You can get a limited edition, and it comes with a art book and a little enamel pin and stuff. And then you can get a standard edition. It does come with like a mini art book and stuff, so that's cool. This will complete the game that some fans started on Apple Arcade, which is now kind of dead, it seems. But yeah, that's not the whole game. The whole game will be coming out on Switch, or so the developers say. So we will definitely be covering it when it releases. That's it for direct news, and on to other news. Team 17 and developer Game Kitchen announced a crossover between the action side-scroller Blasphemous and the 505 Games and Artplay developed action side-scroller Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. The crossover is available now via a free update on all platforms. Yeah, go play it. Why wouldn't you? It's two of the greatest games. There's also a different mode in Blasphemous too. If you haven't played Blasphemous, check it out. Axis Games announced that they will publish the Ground Shatter developed cel-shaded roguelike Rico London on PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Switch, and PC this summer. This is a weird release by Axis. I mean, Rico wasn't even that good of a game. It came out in 2019 and it has mixed reviews. What is Axis doing? Come on. Now that Arc System Works is doing their own publishing in the West, and you have Spike Chunsoft doing it too, Axis needs to step it up, because just taking licenses like this, Atome will only get you so far, Axis. And this, I don't know. It looks okay. The thing about Rico London is it doesn't say Axis game. You know, you kind of made a name for yourself in this field. And if you're going to branch out now, I think this is not the way to go about it. But that's just my ideas. Let me know what you think in the comments below. First Press Games announced that players can play a free demo of the Karu Games developed Blazing Rangers. The thing about this game is that the demo is available for free to download on their HEO page, but you need an NES and emulator to play it. Yes, the game is being developed for NES and it comes with a cartridge. You can also get it for Famicom. They'll have physical releases. They're up for pre-order now if you want one. Bandai Namco announced that Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition has sold over 1 million units worldwide across all platforms. That's probably because the game was selling for like 15-20 bucks over Black Friday and over the holidays. But I'm glad more people are playing this game because it is really good, and I'm super glad that it received this kind of sales and you can hit this milestone and just tell everyone to go play it because it's awesome. Deck 13 announced that the Radical Fish Games developed action RPG Crosscode will launch a post-game DLC titled A New Home on PC on February 26th. There will be a console release this summer. This adds new story. This adds a new area to shop in. Really cool. If you haven't played Crosscode, now is a great time to do so because now you have so much to look forward to after the game. Dear Villagers announced that the BenStar developed twin-stick shooter Revita will launch on PC early access on Steam on March 3rd. This game will take the early access stuff and make it better. It is developed by one guy. Give him some feedback. Action, it's roguelike, twin-stick shooter. Looks really cool. Check out the trailer. On to visual novel news and the reason why most of you are still here. The saddest news to come out of the visual novel community this week is that ReSharon no Kuni has been canceled on PlayStation Vita. This is 5 years in the making, I believe. And oh man, I'll be honest with you guys. I was one of the backers of the Vita version and I never backed another Kickstarter again. That was the first and last Kickstarter I ever backed. I forgot. You know, in 5 years, someone could get arrested, someone could have kids, someone could stop playing games entirely, they could find Jesus and just give up games for good. They could stop liking visual novels. 5 years is a long time. You could graduate high school, you graduate college, 5 years. Man, they really screwed the pooch on that one. Front Wing is taking kind of responsibility for it, but they're also kind of saying that the third-party developer that they had working on it had a play in it. Who knows? Who really knows? They did release a statement though, and that sucks. It is still being developed for PC. I really wanted that Vita version, guys. Next up, Watakubi released the opening video for their romantic comedy visual novel, Island Diary. The game is in development for a March 19th release in Japan. Sakai Project is currently working on the localization and more news on that release soon. Studio Ellen announced that they will be working with developer Retalika Games to release their Yuri Romance visual novel Heart of the Woods on PS4 and Switch in Q2 2021. Publisher Sakai Project will handle the full release. Prototype released a new trailer for the Front Wing developed visual novel Island, coming to Nintendo Switch on April 8th. The game will support English text. It'll be on the eShop. I've heard a lot about Island and I've been meaning to play it, but every time I see that girl with the crazy hair, it's like really bushy, I just think she is the coolest looking character I've ever seen in a visual novel, and it always makes me want to play it, but I never just sit down and do it. And now I'll probably get around to playing the Switch version because I could just lay in bed and immerse myself in this mysterious island with these 3 female heroines as me, the protag, will clearly solve all their problems. Happens every time. Voltage announced that they will publish the Spirit Boy Otome Ayakashi Romance Reborn Dawn Chapter and Twilight Chapter on Nintendo Switch eShop for $49.99. This game is available on mobile devices. It looks cool. I don't think it's $50 cool. Very little is $50 cool. Unless it's like a PS1 game or something. I don't think this is $50 cool. But maybe it is to you. And let me know if you know about this game, because I know it's on mobile devices, but I'm not sure about the costs or anything. It looks really cool though. You can date 15 boys and they're spirit boys, and you can piece together their past. Previews on the site. We got 30XX, Guilty Gear Strive, Project Triangle Strategy, Dramatical Murder, and Love Unlimited The Day After 00. Reviews on the site. We have Fallen Legion Revenants, Eiyuki Senkai Gold, A New Conquest, Honey Pop 2 Double Date, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and Princess Connect Re-Dive. Guys, that's it. That's the news. Thank you for going on this Nintendo Direct journey with me. It was a lot of work. We covered it all. Go to the site, read the articles, hang out, comments. I'll be there. Have a great week. Bye.